Live breaking news, everybody. Dr. Kevin Okconor, Biden's former physician, has just invoked his Fifth Amendment rights, citing doctor-patient privilege, as well as other things, refusing to testify in front of the House Oversight Committee about Biden's mental cognition. This happened during a closed-door session. So James Comr, head of the Oversight Committee, they were investigating potential issues concerning Biden's cognitive and physical health during his presidency, something I'm calling the second biggest scandal in American history. Number one being the 2020 election. There is no way in a billion years you could convince me that Vegetable in Chief got 81 million votes, almost 20 million more than the Black Messiah, Obama. Impossible. So I've got some really concerning breaking news regarding the Texas flood. You got to stick around for that because it's related to DEI. It's going to drive you nuts, but it's very, very important to share. And the last story I'm going to share with you, it's hard not to talk about the Vegetable in Chief Biden without invoking his DEI VP pick, Kamala. There is a viral story going around about Kamala doing a podcast that was so bad that the publisher refused to publish it. I have a clip of him talking about it. Ooh, this one is so good. You don't want to miss it. But first, let's talk about the doctor. Here is a quick clip of him walking out of the courtroom.
Dr. Okconor, how did that
Will you make any comments to press, sir?
Do you have a message for the committee?
Okay, so in a statement that he gave today regarding the kind of circumstances surrounding this, Dr. Okconor says, first, the physician-patient privilege and the physician's ethical duty of confidentiality require that Dr. Okconor refuse to testify about any aspect of his care and treatment of President Biden. Second, the pending DOJ criminal investigation leaves Dr. Okconor no choice but to invoke his constitutional rights under the Fifth Amendment of the Constitution to any questions posed by the committee. Here's the best part. We want to emphasize that asserting the Fifth Amendment privilege does not imply that Dr. Okconor has committed any crime. In fact, to the contrary, as our Supreme Court has emphasized, one of the Fifth Amendment's basic functions is to protect innocent men who otherwise might be ensnared by ambiguous circumstances. Ambiguous circumstances? Man whose decisions have consequences, dire consequences, not over our nation, its people, its citizens, but the entire world. You're going to say that he's being ensnared in ambiguous circumstances? For these reasons, Dr. Okconor will respectfully decline to answer any questions that might be posed to him by this committee. Representative James Comr just posted this on X. It's now clear there was a conspiracy to cover up President Biden's cognitive decline after Dr. Kevin Okconor, Biden's physician and family business associate, refused to answer any questions and chose to hide behind the Fifth Amendment. The American people demand transparency, but Dr. Okconor would rather conceal the truth. Dr. Okconor, here's the most important part of this post, because this was all closed door. Dr. Okconor took the fifth when asked if he was told to lie about President Biden's health and whether he was fit to be president of the United States. That reminds me, the first thought that entered my head was, some of you guys are older as I am, you remember the OJ trial. When Mark Fuhrman was on the stand after that blistering rebuttal by Cochran and everybody regarding the tapes, the Fuhrman tapes, and what he was saying on those tapes about African Americans, it reminds me of when Fuhrman took the fifth and Bailey caught him in a trap, asking him straight up to his face, knowing that he would plead the fifth, saying, "Did you plant the glove and did the LAPD tamper with evidence?" And he said the exact same thing. He pled the fifth. And I can't remember if it was Detective Van Adder or the other guy, his name escapes me, was saying, "I can't believe he pled the fifth on that." The right answer is no, we never tamper with evidence. No, I didn't plant the glove. And that, with all, arguably one could say, was the beginning of the demise of that entire case, which led to OJ's innocence, which I don't know anybody on planet Earth or otherwise who doesn't think that OJ did it. So what do you guys think? Do you guys think that Kevin O'Connor pleading the fifth was just a way for him to not incriminate himself under and be ensnared in ambiguous circumstances? Or do you think that this is an admission of guilt? Let me know in the comments down below. It's apparent to some leading Hippocrats, including Daniel the slimy snake Goldman, that pleading the fifth is not necessarily something that you would do if you didn't do anything wrong. Check out this post right here. Here's Hippocrat Goldman saying the Fifth Amendment assures that people are not forced to incriminate themselves, but you don't take the fifth if you didn't do anything wrong. I hate to say it, but for the first time ever, I think in God knows how long, I agree with a Hippocrat. Absolutely. So why did he fail? Why would you not answer, especially that very specific question? Were you trying to hide any information about the president's mental acuity? Why would you not say, of course I didn't lie? Of course I wasn't trying to hide anything. It's fine to plead the fifth, maybe on some, ambiguous questions or questions that maybe have a little more nuance or a little more complexity. I don't see anything complex about a question directly stated that did you lie about the president of the United States' mental health as a physician, as a doctor? I don't know about you guys, but I'm sick and tired of committees. I'm sick and tired of fancy posts. I'm sick and tired of viral video moments. I want action. I want handcuffs. I want accountability. The FBI is now announcing they're going after Comey. They're going after former director Brennan about the Russia hoax, collusion, etc. I did a video on that. They're making all these announcements. You've got Bongino and Patel and Bondi, who I think their credibility has gone down the toilet after this Epstein debacle. It's a classic case of, hey, look what we're doing. We may have lied to you about Epstein, but guess what? We're doing a lot of good. Can't you see? It just seems, I'm sick and tired of it. I'm sick and tired of all this fanciness. I'm sick and tired of the GOP and the Republicans trying to, save face and show that they're doing their job, but we don't see any results. Where is Jim Jordan? I love that, our man from Ohio. Where is Representative Jim Jordan in all this? Why is there no action taking place? We have the House, we have the Senate, we have the executive branch, we have control of the intelligence agencies, I think. I don't know, maybe we don't. Why is there no action being taken? I mean, the Hippocrats tried to debank, defame, discredit, convict, imprison, assassinate our president. I mean, they obviously were able to implement their agenda with 100% crystality. Why can't we? What's going on here? Am I missing something? Is there something going on? Is this just a case of, well, it takes time, which I understand, the bureaucracy, God knows what, even though President Trump has done more in the last 6 months than I think the last 10 presidents combined? Or is this just a case of the deep state is just too powerful? There's nothing they can do. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I don't know about you, but I want to see perp walks. I want to see people behind bars. I want to see some semblance of the America First agenda executing its plan to go after those bad actors, bad persons. And finally, I never felt more confident that this was the time to drain the swamp. It's time. It's time to start draining, y'all. I'll keep you more abreast on this. Make sure you follow, subscribe, sign up for our free newsletter as this story develops. Okay, in our next story, the only reason I'm sharing this is because I've been touting it since the very beginning. I've said it. OG watchers of our channel, OG Nez Nation members know this better than anything. It's almost become our mantra. Our mission here is to make common sense go viral. One of the worst contagions to ever afflict our society, and for that matter, the entire globe, is DEI. I've said it many, many times. DEI kills. Here is full-fledged proof. Regarding the Texas tragedy that's happened in Kerrville with the Guadalupe River, with Camp Mystic, Austin Fire Chief Joel Baker ignored state requests before the flood to deploy AFD swimmers to help Kerrville. His priority? You want to know what his priority was? DEI hiring.
What's important is I'm not the last African-American fire chief. That's more important than being the first.
Chief Baker now oversees 49 stations and around 1,200 employees. He says his goal for the department has changed over time, but one has stuck through it all.
One of my goals is really to increase the diversity of the Austin Fire Department. It needs to reflect more of the community we serve, because I believe the youth of the Austin, youth in general, you will be what you see. So for those young African American, young Latinos, or people in the Asian community or the LGBT community, they see more firefighters that look like them and have similar values to them.
I've said it once, I've said it twice. DEI kills. This is living proof. It is the equivocation of, Gavin Newsom was just found talking about how Trump wants to take America back to pre-1960s America, where we had separated fountains and separated this and segregation that. What DEI literally is discrimination guised as some sort of reflection of fairness in the community, which is complete and utter bubkus. My thoughts and prayers go out to everybody in Texas. God be with you. God grant you peace. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments down below. Okay, in our final story, deals with Kamala Harris, who now they're saying she might even try to run for governor of California. Oh, what a disaster that would be for my home state. She did an interview. I don't even know who this person is. Kareem Rama's Subway Takes. I guess it's a popular podcast. It went so bad, apparently, that they couldn't publish it. This is kind of a show, apparently, where people are asked about their hot takes. Harris allegedly told Subway Takes that their take was that bacon is a spice. I'm just going to play this quick clip for you. He says it was so bad it didn't make any sense, which doesn't come as a surprise to me and you, but it's just so beautiful. I hope more and more people. This was somebody who was inches away from running our country. Watch.
They emailed, like an email from the
DNC.
Okay.
And they said, hey, Kamala Harris and Tim Walz are really interested in being on your show. I said, that sounds cool.
Okay.
I'll at least get to tell my daughter that I met the potential president of the United States.
Yeah.
And so I said yes, based on the fact that it would be a good story. And also they both had good takes.
What happened with Kamala?
Her take was really confusing and weird and not good. And so mutually agreed that we shouldn't publish it.
I see.
And I got lucky because I didn't want to be blamed for her losing.
Her take was that bad?
It was really, really bad, and it was like didn't make any sense. I can tell you, bacon as a spice. Bacon as a spice.
Bacon is a spice.
No matter what, there is nothing you can do to make this abomination come across as presentable. They spent billions of dollars in the span of a month and a half, and she still lost. She went on all sorts of shows, podcasts, even though she declined Joe Rogan, which was a huge mistake. But now that I reflect back and after seeing this, it was probably the best decision she ever made, because she would have looked like an utter fool who she is, because she doesn't have an authentic bone in her body. Every time she makes an appearance, the cringe meter goes up and up and up. And you want to run my state? I don't think so. Not on my watch. Never. I can't wait to get your thoughts on this one. My goodness. If she could just go away, and Tampon Tim too. Nobody cares about you, Tampon Tim. People are saying that Tampon Tim has this like male aura and sex appeal. Are you kidding me? He has the sex appeal of a buzz fire. I just wish these guys would go away once and for all. Just leave. It's over. It's bad enough you have Zoran now taking over your party. You guys coming back in it is not going to save it. It's on life support. There's nothing that can happen. Elon might be the only one that can save it, sadly, if he's headed in that direction. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. I can't wait. Oh my goodness. That's just confirmation that this clown is exactly that. 100% pure clown. As always, please tap that thumbs up if you love America. It helps us. It doesn't cost you a thing. You could even do it with your remote right now. Just tap on that thumbs up. It doesn't cost you anything. Check out these videos coming up on the screen right here, just in case you missed them. Tap my face right here to subscribe and follow. It's absolutely free. And as always, may God bless you, and may God bless the USA, and all who defend her. I'll see you soon.